What's going on, YouTube? So Walker came and brought some mowers to us for us to try. They brought a 48-inch B27i. This is Jason driving it off right now. He's one of the reps for Walker. And this guy sounds exactly like Richie Plemons, in case you know who that is. But he's bringing off the 48-inch for us to look at. Let's take a look at that. So here it is in all its glory. Awesome looking little mower. I think the whole thing only weighs like 700 pounds. It's got a 27 horsepower Kohler EFI on it. And I think this unit runs for about $12,000 if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to just show you a little bit of footage of us driving, trying to learn how to drive on this thing. Stay tuned.
Well, these were running the horizontal engines on them and not the verticals. And then your drives will be in. Toolless belt replacements, electric PTO clutch, heavy duty air filter system. This basically 3-stage. This will collect your heavy dust, sling it out. And then on the inside you're going to have a paper filter. Should be like what you got with an inner felt filter. Okay. It is.
And this whole unit weighs what, about 700 pounds?
I think roughly? It was, yeah, 680.
Alright, Christina's going to be the first one to try it. Those of you who haven't been on a Walker before, the controls are totally different from any other mower. The steering involves one hand steering and one hand for the drive control. That concept is a little difficult for Christina to grasp, and you'll see in the video she's using 2 hands on the controls for steering, which she does a fine job doing it, but you're not supposed to do it that way.
It's very tiny with him on it.
It's one of the reasons why I like that mower. It's small, got a nice size engine on it.
So we're not mowing or anything, we're just trying to get used to the controls and try to follow a straight line. And as soon as we get used to it, we're going to turn the PTO on and see what this thing will do with this tall grass. So, I don't know if you saw, but Christina kind of cringed right there whenever she turned the PTO on. This unit is gear driven, and it makes a kind of a whining sound that we're not used to.
Something really good for non-10 inch tall grass.
Yeah, it is.
With a mulch kit, I had that. We used to run mulch kits all the time, all year long, and then we started changing it out throughout the season and stuff, you know.
So as you can see, Christina is doing it proper. One hand for steering, one hand for the drive control. But you'll see her later on, she'll start gravitating to 2 hands because she prefers it. So as you can see, she's having a little bit of trouble with those controls, kind of wiggling around, but she manages to keep it straight towards the end. And when you see her come back, she's gonna probably have two hands on it because she just feels more comfortable that way. And she's driving straight as an arrow too. Yep, two hands. There she goes. Big smile on her face, loving it. As you can see, she does just great with two hands. So as you can see, the cut quality is amazing on this mower. We're cutting at probably, I want to say, 4.5 inches here, and the height of the grass is at least 9 inches. So we're taking half off with one swipe, and it's just leaving a beautiful cut.
Pretty fantastic job. I've cut this quite a lot, and that's like one of the thickest parts right there.
So right here, I'm just trying to see how close I can get to stuff and maneuver around, and it does just fine. Alright, so now Jason's taking off the big 64-inch. This guy's got a 40 horsepower Vanguard on the back. He's a beast. Alright, here I go. I'm going to try it out. So this is a rear discharge deck. So right off the back, this thing is huge. It takes up a lot of room. I want to say it's like 8-9 feet long. At least that's what it feels like. After just 5 minutes on it, my lower back was kind of sore and my body felt fatigued on it right away. It's got that grabber seat on it, but I don't think it was adjusted right. I think it was pumped up as much as possible for somebody who's real heavy. But even though, I mean, it kind of felt like a workout, you know. Now maybe if you got used to it and on the right conditions, I think this mower would do great. Another thing I noticed, it didn't really stripe as hard as the little 48 inch, which is pretty much going to be a given, being that that's a rear discharge, and the clippings wasn't dispersing as good as the mulch kit deck was doing. But it still did a great cut. 2 passes on it and it got rid of everything. So another thing I noticed with this one is, I guess because of the very big engine and the big wheel motors, it feels like it's just ready to launch with the controls when you're steering, so it's like kind of touchy. And as soon as you turn around and you let go to take off, I mean, it just launches on you. So you gotta kind of watch it. It's got a lot of torque and power. So as you can see, I'm just going over my lines again, just trying to disperse the grass clippings a little bit better, because it didn't cut quite as clean as I would like. But it's still doing a real good job on the cutting, just cleaning up the mess. So I'm taking it in this here ditch. It's got a lot of different angles, and right here I almost hit this pole when I turned around. Oh, that was close, but I got lucky. And right here I'm realizing I can't go forward because it's too steep. And right here you can see it really put some good gouges in the ditch. I mean, it is a 64-inch wide deck. I don't know what I was thinking going in the ditch with that, but it did a pretty good job, even though. And right here you can really see how the deck contours and just follows the contour perfect going through that ditch. And it's steeper than it looks on video. And right here I think I'm gonna let Christina give it a go, and you'll see what I'm talking about the torque that this thing has. When you ramp it, the throttle up, it's just almost impossible to keep it straight. You gotta get used to it. See what I mean? Yeah, she's gonna resort to the 2-hand steering shortly, so she can control this big monster. So this big giant mower with the 64-inch deck, 40 horsepower engine, I think it's about $17,000, which is way out of my price range. I can't ever see paying that much money for a mower. I'm sure a lot of people could use this on their fleet, but I just can't see justifying that much money for one mower. But anyway, I was impressed with it. It's just not a good fit as far as the big mower. Now the little one, that's a different story. I really was impressed with the 48, the B27i. Love that mower. Unfortunately, as awesome as it is, and as much as we'd love to have it, we can't use it on every single property that we maintenance right now. We have some properties that mower would just wouldn't be efficient, and pretty much the yards aren't good enough for the mower, in my opinion. And maybe in the future, once we get some really nice yards and get our route density real good and some cookie cutter yards, I think this mower would be a great fit. But unfortunately, right now, I don't think it's a good replacement for the Exmark. Alright, before I run out of video footage here, I want to give a big shout out to Scott, Red Rock Maintenance. I'm going to put his channel down in the description. Y'all go ahead and subscribe, help him out. He's looking to get to 1,000 subscribers. He found out on Instagram that we was trying to replace our Exmark, and he was like, y'all need to try a Walker, man, and let me make a few contacts and make a demo happen for you. And I'm like, okay. And sure enough, we had a demo within a few days. So big shout out to Scott, and a big thank you to Walker for coming and show those two mowers. Amazing people, amazing product. I just don't think it's in the cards for us right now, but definitely in the future.